Good morning, grade sevens, and welcome to the first lesson of LO for the year. Hello, hello, hello. What is your name? Well, Bobby Naidu isn't with us today, so you're stuck with me. All right. What we are looking at today is the self and your self-image and more about your actual qualities, positive, negative, etc. All right. Now, what I want you to do after this video is to go and write down the terminology, or in this textbook, it's called the word bank, and then there are different words with definitions in the word banks on some of the pages. So I'd like you to write down the word bank or terminology from page 2 and page 11. All right, so date, heading, you can either write terminology, term 1, or you can write definitions, but remember definitions is DEFINITIONS. Okay, definitions. All right, so today I want to talk about firstly your self-image. What does that mean? It's the opinion that you have about yourself and how you feel about yourself, right? It could be positive, it could be negative, it could be somewhere in between. All right, then also your abilities. What is an ability? It is a skill or the mental faculties that you need to do something. All right, so your abilities, talents, or skills. Right, so we all have different abilities. Then your interests are things that you enjoy doing, that you love doing, things that you want to do in your spare time. Those are your interests. Are your interests affected by your ability? Absolutely. All right. I can absolutely adore playing tennis, but I don't have the skill, and so I'm not really good at that. But then that is one of the abilities where you can practice, and develop that ability or skill to be better at tennis. So last year we said that sometimes you're good at things, but you don't enjoy them. And sometimes you enjoy things, but you're not good at them. And sometimes you enjoy things and you're good at them. All right. That brings us to another one of our words, which is potential. Potential is like an untapped, unused possibilities of how you could be, or what talents you could develop, or what interests you could develop or grow. All right, so it's there, it exists, but it hasn't been used yet. All right, so those are our three main terms for the start of this lesson. All right, now I want you to go with me to page 2 of the textbook. So we're going to share the screen, and we are looking at there's the three words that you are going to write down as your word bank. All right, then let us go to page, oh, this could take a while. All right, page 3. Now there you have some positive qualities and some negative qualities. So being punctual or on time is a positive quality. Being late is a negative quality. All right, so now under the desk with your 10 fingers, we're gonna do a little tick-tock, put a finger down challenge. All right, so let's see who has these. Now, we did do our positive qualities on our front page. So today, We don't want to focus on the negative, but we just want to see where we could improve. All right, so got your 10 fingers up. No one is looking at anybody else. All right, put a finger down if you are often late. Put a finger down if you are inflexible. In other words, you don't like change. You're not spontaneous. You just want to stay as is. That's me. Put a finger down if you are disorganized. Put a finger down if you are unsociable. Don't like to be friendly and with people, you prefer to be alone. Put a finger down if you are worried a lot and not calm. Put a finger down if you are sometimes dishonest. Put a finger down if you are cautious, the opposite of adventurous. Okay, I think I'm quite cautious. I'm going to do that. Okay, put a finger down if you're timid. Timid means shy, reserved, a little bit nervous in company, the opposite of confident. Put a finger down if you're untrustworthy, sometimes or ever. Put a finger down if you are disinterested in improving yourself. Put a finger down if you are sometimes unpleasant to people, or your parents, or your friends, or your colleagues, or your peers. Put a finger down if you are scruffy at times, you're not neatly dressed, smart, hair combed, etc. Okay, now if you got a lot of fingers down under the desk there, then those negative qualities you would want to work on. Okay, so if you look at that page 2, and you look at the positive quality, which is the opposite of the negative quality, then you'll see what you're working towards. All right, now many of you, you've looked at those positive qualities and you have listed them and you know what they are. Now some of those negative qualities you may be more aware of, and those you can work on. All right, let's go to, we're going to go to page 5. Okay, there is page 5. Now, it says you are more aware of your personal qualities, both positive and negative. So let us look at personal interests, abilities, and potential, which we have just discussed very briefly. Okay, I want you to make one of these diagrams. Use a whole page in your book. Okay, you can use landscape or portrait. I want a big circle with my interests, a big circle with my abilities, and then the third circle at the bottom, my potential. All right, so it's not the Olympic Games. We don't have the 5 rings, but we have 3 there. All right, different colors. Remember in your Ella book, bright, colorful, fun, make everything fabulous. Okay, so I want you to do this activity in your book, and I want you to write down your interests. Okay, they don't have to be in lines like that in the textbook. They can be just all scattered all over the show, but your interests, for example, what would I say? Watching crime series, traveling, reading novels about court cases, swimming, etc., etc., etc. Okay, Sudoku puzzles. Right, then your abilities are the things that you are skilled at. All right, so are you good at maths? Are you a fast runner? Are you very organized planner? Right, so all your abilities, physical, mental, etc. And then Look, I'm sure some of us, our circles, we're not going to have enough space. So let's just think about top ones, right? But at least have 10 in each circle. And then your potential. What are the things that you could do if you wanted to? So I have the potential to learn to play the piano. And I would love to be able to play the piano. So what potential do I have? I have the potential to learn how to play the piano. And then there are other things. I have the potential to get higher marks for a certain subject. I have the potential to be a person who goes to bed a little more on time and not so late and not watch TV so much. And the potential to wake up earlier and be more productive in the beginning of the day. That's in the holidays. But so many things we have the potential for, but we haven't used them. So it's untapped talent. Okay, that's what I'd like you to do there, activity 3. All right, then if we go to page 11, so I'm just gonna do that. All right, page 11. And there's your word bank. Let's look at these 3 words. Respect, a high or special regard for someone. Diversity, all the differences that we have as people. It includes differences in race, language, gender, socio-economic status, nationality, and abilities. And inventory. Now remember, it's not inventory, or what did we say last year? It's not dictionary, secretary, library, because the only airy is a canary. Okay, so here's ours, not inventory, like an American would say, it's inventory. And this is a list, a collection of traits, preferences, attitudes, interests, or abilities used to evaluate personal characteristics or skills. All right, so the other thing I want to do today, I'm going to look at those things in more detail. But for now, I want us to look at ways to improve our self-image. Okay. I am going a little too fast here. All right. We're going to page 12. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to stop sharing the screen, and then I am going to go and find the right page quickly. Okay, so we are back and we are going to page 12, how to improve your self-image. So maybe you're not feeling that great about yourself, or maybe you are, but in certain areas you're not. Let's have a look how we can turn some of the positives in, turn some of the negatives into positives. All right, spend time with people who like and care about you. Don't spend your time with people who treat you badly, they ignore you, they make you feel less than. Yeah, if you're with people that like you and respect you, you'll feel better about yourself. All right. Do things that you enjoy, do things that you're good at, that will develop your confidence. All right. Reward yourself for any successes. Okay, develop your talents, use some of your untapped potential, and go out there and try different things. Maybe you will find a new interest, maybe you will find a new ability, because you're trying things out and you're trying to get that untapped potential used. All right, be true to yourself, respect yourself, love yourself. All right, what did we always say? Be confident but not arrogant. All right, and then be your own best friend. Everything you say to yourself in your head, you're actually making a big impact on yourself. All right, so speak kindly to yourself. When you look in the mirror, don't go, oh, look at this, how awful. Look at the whole package and say, God made me. I'm special. All right? Respect and treat other people well, and respect the diversity in our nation so that everybody feels liked and accepted. All right? Tolerance, acceptance, friendliness. It doesn't take anything to be kind to others. All right? Stay active. When you exercise, when you use all that energy, you get rid of tension, you get those dopamine chemicals going, and you start to feel happier. And then set goals that you're going to work towards and achieve. Like we said last year, with our physical bodies, with our abilities, with our interests, set goals for yourself and have a good action plan. All right, so that is the end of that page. That's where we're going up to today. So please remember terminology, page 2 and 11. And please remember activity 3 on page 5, your interests, abilities, and potentials. Did I just say potentials? Okay. And then I would like you to look at, if you have time, look at activity 1 on page 12, where it says, look around at the kids in your class, just on a piece of exam pad paper, and write down, don't write their names down, but just write down some of the positive qualities that you admire in some of the kids in your class. Okay, admire someone for being confident, you admire someone else for being generous. Write down those adjectives of things that you admire in others. All right, and then I want you after that to then just go and tick, highlight, or circle which of those qualities of your classmates do you feel that you also have. Okay, so it's just a little extra if you want to do that. Peer admiration, page 12, activity 1. And so from me, it is going to be an over and out. Enjoy, well, I said over and out, so let's say over, and then enjoy working on that. Enjoy developing your beautiful positive qualities, your potential, your abilities, and exploring new interests. And now I'm saying over and out.